a Saturday, her young beau called to see if she'd like to go to see a show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katie Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Greetings and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, folks, where this afternoon the Baltimore Orioles will be taking on the Toronto Blue Jays in the third game of a 4-game series to begin the 2025 season. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal BW here. Folks call me the BirdWatcher, BW for short. Works for me. Welcome back. It's Game 3, Saturday afternoon. Hope your weekend is going well so far. And, yeah, things are a little crazy over here on my end. But I'm here to give you the play-by-play for today's Orioles game. We're going to have Dean Kramer on the mound going against veteran and future Hall of Famer, most likely, Max Scherzer. It's quite a tough matchup for us. Max Scherzer going against Dino after a really, really miserable showing yesterday and a loss to the Blue Jays, evening up the series at 1 apiece. Everybody in the East, American League East, has their first win after just, 2 days into the season. The only division to be that way. It's going to be a tough one. And this season, or this game, this sport of baseball, it's a very long season, many, many games. And part of the attraction, for me anyway, of the appeal of a season of baseball is that you have in this long span these highs and lows, these moments of euphoria and moments of misery. And within about 36 hours of this season, the Orioles have felt the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. It's like we've already squeezed the roller coaster of a season into 2 games. I'm trying to spit it out, folks. Give me a chance. Yeah, so it's been pretty crazy. It was very ugly yesterday. Charlie Morton had a bad debut. Jorge Mateo, who, credit to him for working really hard to get back from that really ugly injury last year. Nobody gave him a shot to even make this team except Jorge Mateo about a month ago. But he worked his way back, but his first start, both in the field and at the plate, was a lot left to be desired. He did not look like he was enjoying himself out there, and he along with Morton and a couple of others definitely contributed to the loss. But I'm not going to pin it on any one person. It was a team losing effort. It was not pretty. Hopefully we're going to show a very positive response, because that, again, this is how you have to approach things, folks. You can't have a loss like that, dictate the next 160 games? There's too many games left. You just got to get that mentality straight and get back at it. Now, is that going to fix Charlie Morton? No. I mean, he's got to go out there and show us in his next start that that was an aberration and not what we are going to expect as a regular performance. I'm going to give everybody in this rotation, this Orioles rotation that a lot of fans and just casual observers would say that is going to be the reason this team doesn't succeed. It may be true, but you know what I'm going to do first is allow 3 starts. 3 starts. Let's go through this rotation 3 times. That's 15 games, all right? That's not even 10% of the season. Let's just see what we got, all right? Morton had a really bad outing. I understand if your outlook for him is pretty low based on that. You know, if that was his 4th start and the first 3 were okay, I think he'd probably take that medicine a little bit easier. But I get it. It was his first starts. But let's try and give these guys, you know, a chance, okay? That's all we can do. It's really all, and it's what you have to expect. As trigger happy as you might be as a fan, as a organization, as a team, as a manager, as a GM, you know, you can't knee jerk react like fans would like to see. It's just, yeah, folks. By the way, I'm too pink today. Between the shirt and the pink face, this light, I tell you what, this light is gonna cause me problems. I don't know. But we're in the middle of the night tonight. There's no sunlight for this game, so. Hey, Ben McDonald, Kevin Brown, so much better than Apple TV. By the way, folks, that's the other thing. Apple TV. What do you want me to tell you? Blame it on Apple TV. All right, we got a game today. It starts in about 5 minutes. Let me go over the pitching matchup. I did already. Dean Kramer and Max Scherzer. Let's go over the starting lineups, okay? Okay. How you doing, Charm City chat? Yankees up on the Brewers 16-6. Whew. All right, folks. We got our work cut out for us. We had that nice run differential after that first game. We were top of all of baseball in that department after one game. But it's a long season. Adley Rutschman continues to show that he's locked in, though. There was some highlights from yesterday. Rutschman nailed a couple of runners on base. That was nice. And, yeah, today Tyler O'Neill is going to get his first day off. And this is something I think the Orioles should be doing, and just finding occasions in which to give Tyler O'Neill a day off in order to preserve that injury. You know, he's susceptible to knocks and niggles, you know, injuries that keep him out for a week here, a week there, maybe a month from time to time. That's sort of been his resume. So, like the Red Sox did last year, you know, you want to try to find a day or two off a week for this guy. And since we are facing 4 consecutive right-handers, and we got a lefty bat by the name of Heston Kjerstad available, and the fact that in his career, Tyler O'Neill is 0 for 9 against Max Scherzer, you've got every reason you need to let Kjerstad go out there and see what he can do today. So Kjerstad is in the lineup. That is the major news in today's card. Colton Cowles will lead off and play left field. Adley Rutschman will DH today and bat second. Ryan O'Hearn is in the 3 spot at first base. Jordan Westberg is the cleanup hitter in this one, and he'll play second. Ced Mullins is batting 5th and playing center field. Heston Kjerstad is in the lineup for the first time, in right field batting 6th. Gary Sanchez also in the lineup making his Orioles debut. He'll be catching and batting 7th. Jackson Holliday will hit 8th and play short. And Ramon Arias will play third base and hit 9th. For the Blue Jays, where the heck are you, Toronto? Leading off and playing shortstop, Bo Bichette. Vlad Guerrero Jr. at first base hitting second. Anthony Santander is in right field today, where we are more used to seeing him. He hits third. Andres Jimenez hits cleanup and plays second base. Alejandro Kirk catches for the 3rd straight game. He will bat 5th. Will Wagner is the DH, and he's hitting 6th. Davis Schneider making his first start of the season. He's in left field, batting 7th. Ernie Clement, third baseman, hitting 8th. And Nathan Lukes in center field, batting 9th. There you go. All right, folks, kind coming back from commercial break. We should be seeing first pitch here in a couple of minutes. Keep in mind that my broadcast and my call might be behind the game that you're watching. If that is the case, you have a way to work around it quickly and then enjoy the rest of the ball game without being spoiled the whole time, or else this probably isn't going to be an enjoyable experience for you. And please keep in mind, folks, no spoilers in the chat. What you do is just pause your game. You should have that ability, unless you're watching on like an old school tube television with no satellite package or anything like that. But most of you should have the ability to pause your game. So that's what you do. Just first out of the game, perhaps, whether it's a pop out, somebody throwing out at first base, somebody strikes out. As soon as that out is, as it happens, you pause your game, allow me to catch up, make the call of that out, and then you unpause, boom. You're synced up and ready to go for the rest of the day. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Look at that. My laptop is kind of poking a little bit into the screen there. There you go. I think that's all the stuff. I'm ready to go. Once again, my alarm didn't go off while I slept before this game. Luckily, I had a half an hour to prepare. Yesterday, it was about 10 minutes. I tossed and turned in my bed for about 3 hours before finally getting about 2.5 hours of sleep. And then the alarm doesn't go off. I don't know why. I don't know if I slept through the sound of it. I don't know how. I've got it laying right next to my head. But I'm a little concerned because that's back-to-back days. And last year, I don't remember that happening at all, in terms of my alarm not working on for me. So let's hope that doesn't continue to be a problem. How you doing, Charm City chat? Let's see who's here. Let's say hello. We've got Card Crazed, Robert, David, Edward, Elgood, Joshua, RJ. Yeah, that's pretty good. Carrie, Rob, Matt, Brad, Patrick. How you guys doing? Hey, folks, by the way, if you see up at the top of your screen, your chat screen there, or at the bottom of the scrolling text on the main screen, there is some information where you can help assist in the relief efforts for those affected by the massive earthquake that took place only about 8. I say only. It's ridiculous how far-reaching this earthquake was in Myanmar. It reached as far as Bangkok, which is about 800 miles away from the epicenter. Brought a building down, and I'm only about 90 miles from Bangkok, so here we go. First pitch of the ball game to Colton Cowser is low and in for ball one from Max Scherzer. Folks, we are underway. So, yes, once again, please consider visiting projecthope.org. They are a reputable organization. This pitch is hit into center field and well by Cowser. Looking up, and that ball is off of the wall. The batter's eye in dead center field. First batter, second pitch, 1-0 Baltimore on a home run. Bye, birdie. Holy cow.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Folks, you want a response? You want a response to yesterday's dud? Well, there you go. One batter, 1-0 Baltimore. Hello, Max. How are you doing today? Cowser absolutely crushed that ball. And now Adley Rutschman gets into one, but this one is going to hang up there in center field for a routine fly ball. First out of the ball game, Adley Rutschman.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
And for the milkman, you know what? I'm not hitting that cow button until after you come up to hit, because that's what happened here. And I'm going to stick with it. Ryan O'Hearn at the plate and a breaking ball that just kisses the top of the zone for a called strike.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
We have a message.
Message for you, son.
That pitch is a little bit inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. David in France. That's $1 for a dinger. If you didn't know, folks. $1 for a dinger. And with this Orioles team, David, careful now. This pitch is fouled away. Wow. Thank you, David. This team hits home runs. Are we dependent? I don't know. But we got a lot of sluggers on this team. I don't know if you noticed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, David. I don't know. You might want to do like a, you know how you can do like an easy pay, like a flex pay, you know, if you're ordering off a QVC, you know, you're ordering yourself some ice cube trays and you want to make 5 easy payments of $1, you know, you can 5 easy payments of 20 cents. Here's a ground ball that is misplayed. A bad throw by Guerrero. And unfortunately, O'Hearn ran out of the baseline and wasn't on the bag. And he is standing there feeling like a schmuck. The Blue Jays and the Orioles both make errors on this play. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, it's advantage Toronto. Guerrero whipped a throw at Scherzer, who did not have the chance to react and catch it, but backing up Alejandro Kirk, he threw it right back to Scherzer. What a weird play that was. You don't see that often. Jordan Westburg had to play. What the hell was that, man? Oh, oof. Let's just erase that one from memory. Westburg gets into one. That sounded really good, and that ball is gone! Bye, birdie! Jordan Westburg! He's the first. No, he's the third to number 2 already. That's right. 2 on opening day. That ball was absolutely destroyed. Holy cow, 2-0 Baltimore. All right, we're home run dependent. I admit it.
It's magic, you know.
Said Mullins takes a called strike.
On a magic carpet ride, you believe in magic.
0-1 the count. And the next pitch is fouled at the plate, 0-2.
Folks said, now you know what to do.
How am I supposed to... Westburg absolutely... I mean, that was a titanic blast by Westburg. That ball was hit perfectly. I mean, you cannot hit a ball better than Jordan Westburg just hit that baseball. Holy cow. Said Mullins. He's got 2 home runs already. It's ridiculous. The 1-2 pitch. That ball's stroked, but caught by the first baseman Guerrero. I think it was hit so hard when they cut to the infield. That ball was in someone's glove already. Based on the angle, I'm going to say a line out to first. But holy cow, some hard hit balls off of Max Scherzer. 2 of them leave the yard. If it wasn't for a bit of a blunder there by Ryan O'Hearn, who just wasn't aware by the fact that the ball was thrown away. But at the same time, you know, you want to just play it safe and stay in the baselines, and, you know, it didn't work out that way. But wow, a couple of big home runs. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Orioles 2 and the Blue Jays coming up. And I am sweating out here. Holy cow. I need like a towel or something. I mean, again, and I'm on this stupid HD camera with this light in my face. My forehead is glistening. This is embarrassing. I don't like this. Can we go over here? Yeah, I don't know how far behind this scoreboard is today. But we're going to try it. so we can take the focus off of me. I don't like looking at myself. All right? I've got a low self-image. All right? How about that? There. Yeah, see, it's already strike one to Bo Bichette. The game's not on yet. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what to do. Why am I so far? How far behind am I with you guys? You guys are watching along. How far behind am I? 417 feet for Cowser, 434 for Westberg. Rutschman, by the way, on opening day, his longest of his 2 home runs, 436. That was the longest home run on opening day. And there's Westberg, just 2 feet short at 434. It's better today. Thank you, Bill. How you doing? All right, Bo Bichette is at the plate for me right now, and here comes that first pitch strike. And it's a foul ball. But Dean Kramer on the mound. Dino, we need a good start. We've given you 2 runs. Protect it, please. 8-10 record last season, 4.10 ERA, a whip of 1.24, which are solid numbers for a back-of-the-rotation guy. Unfortunately, he's more of a mid-rotation guy with the injuries we have. So we need to count on everybody to step up a little bit. 1-1 pitch is low and away, but the batter, Bichette, went around home plate umpire with that call. So even though the scoreboard reads 2-1, I think it's 1-2, isn't it? Next pitch is fouled away. Yeah, because he fouled the first pitch off. It's 2-2 now. Scoreboard had it wrong. Come on, Masson. You're making a mistake before I do. That's unacceptable. Fastball, cutter, splitter, sinker, and the occasional curveball. Dean Kramer's repertoire. This ball is going to be dropped into right field. A bit of a flare job to the opposite field by Bo Bichette that drops in front of Heston Kjerstad for a leadoff single. So Kramer as his first base runner without an out yet. One guy is on base, and now we've got some tough cookies coming up. Vlad Guerrero Jr., who had a big day yesterday, is now at the plate. First pitch to him is on the outside edge, a good pitch, a cutter for strike one. $40+ for Westberg, that would be insane. He would be like, holy cow, there's a called strike. Bottom of the zone. Kramer with 2 very well-placed pitches to get ahead 0-2 on Guerrero. But he can hit with 2 strikes, and he can also, like his father, reach pitches that aren't even in the zone. So you got to be careful. Pitch up and in, a ball and 2 strikes. Are you talking about a junior or a senior, David? That ball smacked into right center field. That's going to shoot the gap. Mullins cutting it off. Bichette will scramble to third. Guerrero holding at first. A long single. And the Blue Jays are already lined up to respond with at least 1 run. First and third, nobody out. Good Lord. Folks, I don't know how this game's going to go, but no matter what, we had half an inning where things were going good, okay? Hang in there, buckle up. Dean Kramer's got a jam. Anthony Santander coming up. Got ahead of Guerrero 0-2, and there you go. Here is Tony, first pitch, upstairs for ball 1. I'm watching Dean Kramer's body language right now. I need him to look like he's not deterred by this start. We've got a lead here. 1-0 pitch is high, and it's 2-0, not very close. I am sweating. I'm reaching in for my emergency brow padding issues here. Here's another foul off to the third base side. Everybody was looking at it in case that ball had some English on it. Might have gone back toward the foul line, but just a foul ball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Anthony Santander. Look at me. I feel like Rodney Dangerfield. I get no respect. No respect at all. I swear to God. You know, on Halloween, I open up the door. Kids give me candy. You know? 2-1 pitch. Fouled away, 2-2. All right, we got 2 strikes. Again. Ah, boy. I've never been a fan. All right, well. What you gonna do? I've never been a fan of taxes. What can you do? 2 balls, 2 strikes. First and third. Nobody out. Cross your fingers on this pitch. Kramer from the belt. And this one's fouled away. You know Santander can have long at-bats. He is capable of fouling off several pitches before finally putting it into play. Or, in this case, hopefully, striking out. Another 2-2. And that ball is hit hard and down for a base hit into right field. Bichette can walk home. Guerrero, who was at first, had a play there at second, it looked like. Just getting to the bag. The ball was not caught, so wasn't really a chance to get him. But, yeah, this is looking ugly, folks. Dean Kramer has yet to get an out, and the Blue Jays are on the board. It's 2-1 Baltimore. Toronto now with runners at first and second, nobody out. And Andres Jimenez coming up. Meeting on the mound with Gary Sanchez, and it looked like Ramon Arias was in there as well, giving Dean Kramer a chance to hopefully get his heart rate down a little bit. Just try and focus on something. Focus on some way to get these guys out. Good Lord. Andres Jimenez. First pitch to him. On the outside edge for a strike. Dean has thrown some good pitches in the early part of the counts here to get ahead, but it has not really mattered. Guerrero and Santander both hitting the ball very hard with 2 strikes. 0-1 is lifted into the air, left side into the corner. Cowser is going to make the catch and a throw into third base. Here comes Guerrero. And why was the ball thrown towards second? Both runners move up. What the hell happened there? Where was this ball thrown by Cowser? It's the first out. It looked like, God, maybe, I don't know what happened. This ball's lifted into right center by Alejandro Kirk, and this should score a run. Guerrero coming in, and the throw is going to go toward third, but Santander is going to be able to tag as well, and this ball game is tied. It is 2-2 after a sacrifice fly by Alejandro Kirk, so we're back to square one. And the Blue Jays still have a chance to take the lead now in the inning with 2 down and a runner 90 feet away. 18 pitches for Kramer. And, yeah, we need to, I don't know. What's going on with my lighting here? Is looking shaky at best. There's a called strike to Will Wagner. A rookie who played third base yesterday, made an outstanding play on a hard-hit ground ball. stopping a would-be double. 0-1 pitch is fouled away. It's 0-2. He's back in there as a DH like he was on opening day now. Left-handed batter. Hitting .500 in the early going. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. A 3-pitch strikeout of Will Wagner, and the inning is mercifully over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right, folks. Dean Kramer gave up the lead. We gave him 2. He gave him right back. We're back to square one. This series has been nothing but haymakers. Nothing but haymakers. Game 1, we just beat the snot out of Toronto. Game 2, they did it back to us. And now here we are going half inning by half inning, trading blows. We'll see how it goes. And, hopefully Dino can maybe go look at a tablet and figure something out. I don't know. Hopefully Drew French can give him a few words of advice. I don't know. Good Lord. But, hey, by the way, we're 3 subscribers away from 2,400, which would be a fantastic achievement as we try to get that 2,500 here pretty soon. The halfway mark to 5K. Folks, if you're out there and you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. Let's get that number up to a nice round number. Don't you like to see them all like turn over like they do on your odometer when you're driving? You're driving, you notice, and you're like, hey, everybody, watch this. Look at the odometer. You know, it's very exciting. Heston Kjerstad's going to be due up to lead off the second inning, so that'll be exciting. And when that happens, you know what to do. All right. Once again, folks, as you can see at the scroll in the bottom of your screen, we've already been spoiled. It says, please visit projecthope.org to find out how you can help the victims of the horrific earthquake, 7.7 magnitude earthquake that has brought the country of Myanmar to virtual rubble. It is really devastating what this natural disaster, one of the larger earthquakes in this part of the world in a long, long time. This ball is popped up by Kjerstad on the first pitch to second base on the outfield grass. The catch is made for out number 1. Kjerstad is in the lineup, sees one pitch, and makes an out. I didn't even get a chance to be quiet. Here is Gary Sanchez.
Release the Kraken.
And no, folks, I'm not just using a retread sound effect that was for Emmanuel Rivera last season, even though it is. Gary Sanchez is known as the Kraken long before Emmanuel Rivera was given that designation by me. Is that the corner of my... Oh, my. This is really bad. I think part of my... Yeah, I think... Let me do a little something here. Something. There. Slight adjustment. I think that does it. 2-0 on Sanchez. Take another pitch. 3-0. I like it. Bugle. The 3-0 to Sanchez is on the outside edge, a called strike. The idea when we brought in Sanchez was to have a guy when we face lefties to do some catching. Adley can DH and another big right-handed power bat in the lineup. But with a 4-game series with no off days and a day game after a night game, Sanchez is in the lineup for his debut. He's got a full count now. 1 out, nobody on, top of the second in a 2-2 ball game. Game 3 of 4 here in Toronto. Pitch from Scherzer. Breaking ball called strike 3. That pitch was high and then dropped into the top of the zone. Pretty filthy from Scherzer. It froze Sanchez, and there's 2 down. You know, the veteran Scherzer is going to try to stabilize after giving up those 2 big home run balls in the first. So far, it looks like he's doing just that. Hopefully, Kramer will do the same. Here is Jackson Holliday, and he takes a cut and fouls it away for strike 1. Holliday. 0-1 to Jackson. And that pitch is called a ball. That looked like it had the top of the zone. Umpire says no, and we will say okay. 1 ball, 1 strike. Holliday went yard yesterday, and that pitch is upstairs, 2-1. He tattooed a pitch just to the left of center field for a very impressive opposite field home run. The 2-1, big cut and a miss. Holliday was swinging for the fences on that one. Absolutely. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, nobody on. 2s are wild, folks. 2-2 score, 2-2 count, 2 outs, and inning number 2. All we're missing is 2 men on base. And then we'd have Yahtzee. Pitch. Outside, full count. Holliday working it. Which is a good thing because Scherzer's pitch count, we need to get him to throw a little bit more. He's yet to 30 pitches before, or near the end of this inning here. Here's a breaking ball. Holliday hits it on the ground. It's fielded by Guerrero near the foul line. He flips to Scherzer in time. Holliday turned on it, hit it down the line, but Guerrero likely not too far off the line because he was able to make that play pretty easily. It was an above average effort play, I guess, but not too difficult. Anyway, the inning is over. Holliday grounds out, and we're going to the bottom of the second, tied at 2. All right. What am I going to do? Is this a play-by-play channel, or is this what do you call it? A psychiatry channel? Am I here just to try and help people feel better? Maybe that's what my job is. How can I make people feel? What can I do to make everybody feel better? Whenever we get 2 on base, how about an original BW bugle? Oh, gosh. The original BW bugle. The thing about that is, to the neighbor, that is one where it's like, come on, dude, what are you doing? Like, I'm given an excuse as to why I celebrate and go, yeah, outstanding. But if I just start going, like I do, he's going to be like, dude, that's the last straw. What are you doing? You're making like ridiculous cartoon noises at 4 o'clock in the morning. Enough is enough. You're evicted. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'll promise you this. The next night game we have, where for me it's like 7 a.m. or later, Bill, you got it. I'll give you the original BW bugle, okay? I'll do it for the whole damn game. We'll go back in time. But I can't do it right now. I just can't, man. Bottom of the second. Let's try it and do better this time. First pitch from Kramer is outside for ball 1. Davis Schneider. He is living it one day at a time. And he is just standing in the box while the home plate umpire and the catcher have left him there alone. We've got an equipment issue. Sanchez's mitt, apparently, the ball went right through the webbing there. It did. Right into the webbing and right out of it. So Sanchez gets a new mitt. Hopefully it's nice and loose. Want to know the count on Davis Schneider leading off the bottom of the second inning. And that pitch is outside, 2-0. a cutter from Kramer. Is that a raid? That's hard to tell. It's like, it's white, but it's white lettering with a white background. I can't even read it. I think it's that looks like Pure's logo. Let me see. Yeah, Pure, it looks like Welcome in Pure Adrenaline Sports and the viewers of Pure Adrenaline Sports, folks. We got a 2-2 ball game, and boy, you want to talk about a slugfest early on here. Both teams scoring 2 runs in the first inning. The Orioles with a couple of deep fly balls. And we've got the leadoff man up for the Blue Jays right now in the bottom of the second inning. He's got a full count. Davis Schneider, Dean Kramer with his payoff pitch. And that one is popped up on the infield. Second base. Jordan Westberg has it. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. By the way, folks, Gunnar Henderson last night made an appearance with the Norfolk Tides and hit a base hit that was 105.9 miles an hour off the bat. Gunnar looks like he's going to be ready to go when he's eligible, which is the second game of the next series against the Red Sox. This pitch by Kramer's hit by Ernie Clement into right center field. Heading over is Ced Mullins to make the catch for the second out. So Kramer gets back-to-back outs and a chance for a clean inning after a terrible first. So this could be a situation where just both pitchers come out, they don't have everything ready to go in the first inning, get knocked around a bit, and then start to settle down. But at the same time, it is the bottom of the order, so Kramer should be getting these guys out. This pitch is in there for a called strike to Nathan Lukes. Left-handed bat, number 9 hitter in the Blue Jay lineup. Just played in 22 games last season, and this ball's hit up to shortstop. Holiday right near the second base bag. Over to first in time, and the inning is over. Dean Kramer bounces back with a 1-2-3 inning. We go on now to the third, tied at 2. All right. Charm City chat, and welcome in Mets fans as well. How did your game go? How are other games going, by the way? Let's go over here to this page that's got some out-of-town scores going by. Well, it says Mets-Astros, 6:15 a.m. Wait a minute. Does this need to be updated? Let me go back over here. This scoreboard might be... Let me refresh that ticker. Make sure it's up to date. Is the Mets game over? Oh, the Mets is tonight. How did you... Were you calling a different kind of game, I guess? Okay. All right, so there, yeah, that should be correct. Mets and Astros at 6:15 a.m. my time. So that's, what, 7:15 p.m. Eastern? All right, so here are the games that are later. Ramon Arias is going to come up to hit first for Baltimore. White Sox and Angels are scoreless bottom of the 6th. Phillies and Nats coming up in about 25 minutes. I guess there aren't too many games on right now. Is that Yankee game a final? I guess we'll find out here pretty soon. No, it's still on. Going into the bottom of the 7th, they're up 18-6. Yikes on the Brewers. Who's doing all the damage for the Yankees today? Besides everybody. Is that it for what the games right now? Well, we should be able to get a pretty decent crowd in here with some neutral fans. There's a 1-1 tie between the Twins and Cardinals. That's top of the 6th. Few games on right now. Judge has 3 home runs. Wow. All right. That would explain things. Okay, as you can see, this next batter is already 3 pitches in. We're going to take it back over here. I'm very concerned about this aspect of my channel, folks. I would like the game to not be 3 pitches behind so I can show you the information on the screen. Ramon Arias takes ball 1.
I have a brother.
But, you know. I'll try to figure some sort of solution out. Here's a swing and a miss. It's 1-1. I mean, I went out and I got an upgraded computer, and like I did everything to cut down on lag time, and now here I am, and I feel like I'm farther behind than I was last season. The 1-1 pitch to Urias is a little bit off the plate outside, I guess. Maybe a touch low. It's 2-1. The problem is on this screen, I'm too large. You got my giant face. That pitch is low, 3-1. 3-1 on Ramon Urias. He has a brother, and he has a hitter's count right here. Let's see if he can get a good pitch. That ball is a checks. I mean, he barely moved the bat off his shoulders, but somehow the ball found his bat anyway for a excuse me foul. And that'll make the count full. That would have been ball 4. Just another weird, unfortunate circumstance. Urias goes after one that was low and outside and still gets a lot into it. Unfortunately, it's hit to straightaway center field and well short of the track. That'll be a fly ball out to center. For out number 1 in the top of the 3rd. It could be the stream. Well, that's why I have 2 different streams. So I'm testing 2 different streams. I could try the other one and see how it compares to this, but yesterday the other one was even farther behind. Colton Cowser's up again, and he takes a called strike. Cowser led off the ball game, second pitch. He went yard for his first home run of the season. The Orioles have 9 home runs already, just 2 games and a couple of innings into the season, if my math is correct. 6 on opening day, number 7 by Holiday yesterday, and then 2 already in this one. So we're on pace for about 500-600 home runs. Cowser fouls it out of play on the third base side. It is 0-2 on the Milkman. We got some cows up in the chat. I would hit the cow sound effect, but again, by not doing it the first time up, I rather enjoyed the result of that, so I'm going to try it again here. That pitch is low and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A changeup from Scherzer. Big crowd here in Toronto. Lower bowls look pretty full, and the giant upper deck there looking pretty full all the way into the outfield as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. After being behind 0-2, Cowser, that ball he hit in the first was 110 plus off the bat. This one's popped up. Third base side. Over his shoulder, making the catch is Clement. As that ball started to come back toward the foul line, I think it goes down as a foul out, technically. It is the second out of the inning. Cowser popping out to third base. 2 down for Adley Clutchman.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Nice and gentle, Adley. Folks, I believe it was Matt who posted in the Charm City, or in the Discord, a little something about Adley's personal life that might explain how things went bad in the second half last season. And I tell you that the timing of everything lines up, especially with the way how he's looked with sort of a fresh start. As this pitch is fouled away, 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, Adley, David, he had a bit of a Roy Hobbs situation. You know how Roy Hobbs, the natural, he was the greatest there ever was. But Roy Hobbs had one weakness. What was Roy Hobbs' one weakness? What was the one thing that put Roy Hobbs in a slump, David? Do you remember? It was a lady. A lady. Yep. And this lady made him dress like a pirate for the All-Star game, I tell you. This pitch is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, was that Rob? Excuse me, Rob. Sorry I didn't give you the credit for that. I knew I had a 50-50 shot and I blew it. So it all lines up, like I said, that these two were together at the All-Star game. And Rutschman hits this one in the right center, pretty deep, but going to be catchable. Center fielder has it, and the inning is over. Adley flies out. The Orioles go 1-2-3 in the third. Bottom half of the inning coming up. We're tied at 2. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for both sides. The Orioles have not left a man on base. The Blue Jays have left 1. Bottom of the third coming up. So, yeah, folks, it just goes to show you. This is why boxers, they stay away from the ladies when they're training. The ladies can sometimes get you out of your, Oh, boy. What are we doing? What are we doing in here? Oh, boy. Yeah. Yeah, please. We're not gonna do that. Gentleman had a bad game yesterday. And look, I'm pretty sure he's aware that based on that performance that his career with this team could be in a little bit of jeopardy. Gunnar Henderson's got to come back off the DL. We need to open up a roster spot. We're not quite sure how to do it. So, if the person who you want to call that name happens to be cut, then congratulations. You're a few days away from a big Christmas present. But for me, this guy's been with us for a few years. He's had a lot of big moments for us, particularly on the base paths. And again, he had a terrible injury last year, and he worked very, very hard to get back from that in time for this season. So I'm not going to call him that name, and I'm not going to allow anybody in the chat to. That will not be allowed. I'm sorry. If you want to call me some sort of authoritarian when it comes to what you're allowed to say, it's not the case. Just I don't like that. I just don't. Bo Bichette is at the plate. First pitch is ball 1. And the next one is high. It's 2-0. Kramer's got the top of the order here. So after a nice second inning, now this is the real prove-it inning because he's got to face Bichette, Guerrero, and Santander. And he's fallen behind Bo 3-0. So no offense to those who feel that way about some of our players. I'm not trying to pick on you in the chat, but just not going to tolerate that. That's all. Called strike. Kramer didn't throw a cookie. He hit the outside corner on a 3-0 pitch. The 3-1 is high, and Kramer walks Bichette. Bichette got a base hit his first time up, and now he's on with a walk the second time. And here comes Vlad, and oh boy, where's the Tylenol? Where is the Tylenol? Vlad Guerrero Jr. hit the crap out of the ball his first time up, and he takes a strike right down the chute. Luckily, he wasn't looking to ambush on the first pitch because that ball looked pretty hittable. 0-1. Next offering. In there, gets a strike and gets ahead of Vlad like he did the first time, 0-2. It's all about strike 3, Dino. That's what we need. Runner at first, nobody out. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. How about that? A little bit of a foul tip, I guess. A 3-pitch strikeout of Vlad, folks.
3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Kramer got Vlad to reach for one off the plate outside. And he sends down the big man on 3 pitches. 1 out. Here's Santander. And he goes after the first pitch. He's looking to ambush, but he pops it up first base side into the stands. 0-1 on Anthony Santander. It's Patrick O'Malley. How are you, Patrick? How was that day for you a couple of weeks back then? Sanchez pops up after that pitch to deke a throw over to first, but holds on to the ball. It's a 1-1 count. Patrick, we got a couple of Irishmen here on the Orioles, right? We got an O'Neill. We got a O'Hearn. Oh, Shibby, don't you dare make fun of me Irish accent. I'm not having it. You don't understand, man. Jamaican is completely different, man. Like, how in the world could you make that mistake? The Irish talk like this, and the Jamaican talk like this. Like, what do you... It's not even close, Shibby. It's not even close. 1-2 on Tony. Check on the runner. He's back in. Bichette. Bichette can swipe a base from time to time. Two strikes on Santander. Kramer's next pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, Santander waved at a bad one, low and in. Back-to-back Ks of Guerrero and Santander.
3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
So as David was saying, just walk these two guys. Andres Jimenez. Looks at a curved ball and a beauty there from Kramer. All right, Dino. I like it. I like it. Yeah, that's what you meant. You send him walking back to the dugout. That's what you're talking about. Oh boy. That ball's going to right center. That ball is gone. The Blue Jays lead at 4-2. Andres Jimenez hit the shit out of that. Sorry for the 4-letter word. Oops. 4-2 Blue Jays. Second home run for Jimenez on the season. He had one on opening day in the loss. And yeah, we get Dino. First, it was a matter of getting 2 strikes on a batter and not being able to put him away. Now it's a matter of getting 2 outs in the inning on 2 tough hitters, but then you give up the bomb to Jimenez. Here's a pop-up on the infield. It'll be caught for the final out of the inning, but the damage has been done. Andres Jimenez picks up the slack for Guerrero and Santander, and Tony gives him a nice bro hug after that 2-run homer to give the Blue Jays a 4-2 lead. We head on now to the 4th inning. With plenty of game left, as Mazzo points out, and that's exactly right. Plenty of game left, but not plenty of time for me to want to reach for my first lucky of the game, I can tell you that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we've got to figure some things out here. I don't know if it's good for my well-being to see the Orioles play like this. Like, even if we find ways to win like this, I just don't know if I can take it. I don't know. There's just too much going on. I need to calm down. All the advice I've been giving everybody else, I need to take it, I think. What the hell am I drinking? What is that? Anybody know? I don't know. It's got like a little teddy bear on there. It tastes good. Looks like a canned liquid of some sort. Yeah. I don't know. The problem is there's Japanese lettering and then there's also Thai lettering. I could try to read it in Thai. I mean, I don't know what that means. What am I drinking? I should probably know what I'm drinking. Hey, Max Scherzer is out of the game for some reason. Something must be wrong with Scherzer. Dick Love Lady. The last thing you thought you would see right now is Dick Love Lady, but he is in the ball game. Ryan O'Hearn at the plate, and the first pitch is a sinker that catches the inside edge for called strike one.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
All right, well, it's going to be 6 innings of bullpen for the Blue Jays, and there's an opposite field base hit down the left field line, and it's in between the third baseman and the left fielder just dying there after touching the wall. And look at Ryan O'Hearn try to reel in the big fish. Folks, it's a leadoff double, and O'Hearn, after that mistake on the base paths in the first inning, his attitude looks nice and positive. Come on, folks, let's splash it up. Let's go.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
All right, Dick Love Lady. I'm loving it so far. Westberg takes a called strike. Again, sinker on that first base side of home plate, right on the edge. Westberg hit every stitch of the baseball his first time up. A 434-foot towering drive. That put the Orioles up 2-0 at the time. Toronto have scored 4 unanswered since then, and now he's up here with a runner at second, nobody out. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. He reached for one off the plate, a couple inches outside. A ball and 2 strikes. I tell you, David, and they knew what they were doing. His parents knew what they were doing. This pitch is up and away. It's 2-2. 2-2 on Westberg, folks. Whoops. That's not the right button. Come on, Charm City chat. I want to test our fans' mettle. Do you have it in you? 2-2 pitch, grounded foul. We'll do it again. Another bugle. Jordan Westberg with a 2-2 count. Nobody out. Runner at second. We want to keep this line moving. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider low and in. And Westberg is down on strikes. Another situation with a runner at second and nobody out when we're trailing. In a close, I'm going to call a 2-run deficit a close game. 1 or 2 runs. You want to get that runner over there. Sed Mullins is up, and that plunks him. That ball looks like it got him near the hand, his front right hand. And because Lovelady sort of throws left-handed, and then he also his delivery really comes around. How do I put this? Like the trajectory of his pitches are such that you can see how he might hit a lot of left-handed batters the way he just hit Mullins, if that makes any sense. Heston Kjerstad, another lefty coming up. So, folks, if you don't mind. Kjerstad Takes high for ball one. Oh, yeah. For Dick Lovelady, it's a reach-around delivery. That makes sense. The old reach-around, folks. 1-0 pitch is fouled straight back. 1-1 on Heston Kjerstad. More bugle. One, and that hits Heston. Nearly, and Heston is, hopefully he's okay. He's bent over at the knees. He takes off the protective guard that I think helped absorb that hit. But Dick, what's wrong with you, buddy? I get it. You love the ladies. That doesn't mean you have to hit all the men. We'll take it, I guess. We got to take advantage of this. I mean, come on. 2 hit batters. We got the bases loaded now. And he hit 2 lefties. And now we got a big right-handed bat coming up. And it's going to be Gary Sanchez. And this is the reason we got him, folks, to face lefties. There's nowhere to put him. This is an opportunity for the Orioles to make the Blue Jays look a little unstable. We're sitting here talking about what we're doing wrong. They haven't exactly been mistake-free in this series. Here comes Sanchez, folks. Let's go.
Release the Kraken.
Bases loaded. 1 out. First pitch. Bottom of the zone for a called strike. Come on, Gary. O'Hearn at third, Mullins at second, Kjerstad at first. And this pitch is hit in the air. Right field. Long run. And here comes the runner home. He will score. And now a throw back to first. And just making it back in there is Kjerstad. But it will be a sac fly for Gary Sanchez. His first RBI as an Oriole. We are back to within a run. The runner at second base moves to third. There's 2 down in the inning. 4-3, the Blue Jays lead now. The Orioles get that run. And that run really is all about Dick Lovelady pushing that lead runner to third base and loading up the bases with a couple of hit batters. Here's Jackson, and he takes a slider low and away for ball 1. Jackson has not had success against lefties much at all in the early stages of his major league career. He takes high. It's 2-0. But again, so far, every lefty that's been up to hit against this guy, there's no need to do anything except wait to get hit. And Holiday with a 2-0 count here. And make it 3-0 after that pitch missed. I mean, who do we got on deck? Who's our leadoff hitter? Cowser? Man, we got a lot of lefties. No wonder they brought out Lovelady. Damn it. Oh, it's Arias. Okay, we got Arias, the number 9 hitter. Waiting on deck. Pitch. Ball 4. Jackson, take your base. The bases are loaded again. I'm walking here.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Folks, bases loaded. One-run ball game. Top of the 4th. 2 out. Bases loaded for Ramon. 0 for 1 so far today. First pitch is a called strike, belt high on the inside part of the plate. Ramon, just find a spot. Doesn't have to leave the yard. We don't have to get them all in. We just got to drop it in somewhere, and we can take the lead. The 0-1 lifted into the air, right side, and that will be out of play, 0-2. So Arias is going to have to battle here. Down, no balls and 2 strikes. 3 ducks out on the pond. Mullins, Kerstad, and Holiday, 3rd to 1st. Pitch. That ball's hit hard. Right field. Backing up is the right fielder. It's over his head. It's over his head. 1 run is in. Keep him coming. Keep him coming. Klika, come on in. Holiday is in. It's a base clearing double by Ramon Arias. And the Orioles have taken the lead 6-4.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Holy cow.
I have a brother.
Yeah, you do. My goodness, folks. Don't go anywhere. Hey, if you're still here from Pure Adrenaline Sports, aren't you glad he redirected you over here? My goodness, we got ourselves a ball game. A back and forth affair. As Colton Cowser, after ball 1, takes a tough pitch, low and in for a called strike. 1-1 on the Milkman. Up for the 3rd time. We're in the 4th inning. And that's a called strike 2. A sweeper from Lovelady, who, I don't know what happened to Max Scherzer. I don't know if Lovelady was ready to come into this ball game, but he has not done the job. He has given up the farm, as they say. Swing and a miss by Cowser, and once again, Cowser has got to keep his temper under control, and things don't go his way at the plate. Every time he doesn't succeed, he's slamming the bat down or slamming his helmet or something. But hey, folks, the inning is over. Cowser goes down on strikes, but man, oh man, the Orioles rally for 4 runs off of Dick Lovelady, who hit a couple of our batters. That's what you get, Dick. All right. That was a sac fly by Gary Sanchez and that 3-run double by Ramon Arias. Man, is there anything better than clearing the bases with a double? Oh, yeah, a grand slam. I guess that's better. But, I mean, it feels like it's just as good. You know? Okay. Do we need a fresh Discord link? I'm seeing that note in the Discord. Everything okay with that, mods? How we doing, folks? Come on now. One more like gets to 50. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. Hey, there's 88 of you tuned in. Not even 50 on the like button. We're in a commercial break, and I just called a hell of an inning. I don't know if you noticed. By the way, it's 3:08 in the morning where I am. So help me out here, will you? This artificial light I'm working with here is like burning the skin off of my head. That's the kind of work I'm putting in for you here, folks. All right, so you got a new Discord link. That's great. Hey, tomorrow you can see at 2:55. Oh wait, that's wrong. I got to fix that. Holy cow, that's wrong. I forgot to adjust that. What is tomorrow's start time? It's earlier. Where is it? Tomorrow is what? All right, Will Wagner takes ball 1 from Dean Kramer. Tomorrow is 1:30. Okay. I'll be on the air at 1:25 p.m. This ball's hit in the air, third base side along the foul line, and Ramon Arias has to reach back to catch it right on the line for out number 1. Wagner pops out to third base. So, yeah, 1:25 is what I need to set that time in the scrolling text at the bottom of your screen. 1:25. Let me make that adjustment real quick. Okay. Glad I caught that. Giving you guys the wrong info. Folks, we're 3 subs away from 2,400. If you haven't subscribed, why not do it? Join the BirdWatcher community. Easy access to live play-by-play for all Oriole games. Here's Davis Schneider. 0-1 pitch to him is a check swing, and the first base ump says he went. It's 0-2. 1 out, nobody on for the Blue Jays, bottom of the 4th. Next pitch from Kramer. Swung on and missed. Another 3-pitch strikeout for Dino.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
He's got 2 out here in the 4th. Let's get a clean inning and hold this lead. I don't want any more lead changes today. I've had enough. Pitch to Clement. Top of the zone for a strike. Might have even been a little bit high. And Dean got the call. Pitch popped up and out of play. 2 strikes on Clement. 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the order for Kramer has been okay. It's the top of the order where all the damage has been done by the Blue Jays, which you would expect as this pitch is fouled off. But yesterday, it was 1 through 9 for Toronto. They hit us pretty hard. (0-2) pitch. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Kramer. They're starting to mount.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
And speaking of mount, I tell you what, the Orioles are going to go through the order a couple of more times, and if the Blue Jays think that they can just keep throwing lefties out there against this lineup, guess what? We got Ryan Mountcastle on the bench. We got Tyler O'Neill on the bench. We got some right-handed sluggers just waiting for you, Dick Lovelady, or some other lefty. Come on, bring it on. I need a lucky. By the way, folks, during that tough stretch there where the Orioles were behind and everything was looking bleak, the hat did whisper to me. He said, "Hey, BW, after what happened yesterday, thinking I might need to be called into action today." I'm like, "Well, what do you think, now or?" He's like, No, let's see what happens. Dick Lovelady's in. I was going to get on top of your head there, but Dick Lovelady showed up. So I have to wait on the hat. But I can wear this for a minute, right? There. Something to wear until... Boy, this crown has really been through a lot. Oh yeah, I'll be right back. All hail King BW. All right, Adley Rutschman. Let the clutch out gently,
Let
my
the clutch
friend.
out gently, okay?
Got a right-hander out here. Still says Lovelady on the Masson screen, but clearly it's not. And Rutschman goes after the first pitch, left field and deep. That ball is going to hit off the base of the wall. Throw comes in quickly. Rutschman is going to try to get in, and he does. Adley Rutschman with a hustle double to begin the top of the 5th. Let's get wet.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath.
Look at that opposite field power from Adley Rutschman. Hit it so hard he had to hustle to get to second base. Ryan O'Hearn is up. Turn and burn, my friend.
Fight's on. Let's turn and burn.
Called a strike. See, I put on a different hat, and we're getting results. I'm like the fat boy Slim of hats. I'm like spinning. I'm DJing. I'm switching hats. This pitch is fouled away. It's 0-2 on O'Hearn. 6-4 Orioles. Top of the fifth. Rutschman's at second with nobody out. O'Hearn today already 2 for 2. Although one of those 2 hits, he was wiped off the base after running out of the base path. Jacob Barnes is the new pitcher, by the way. Only now are the Masson team realizing this. Spent last season with the Nationals. Oh, and 2 the count on O'Hearn. Again, runner at second, nobody out. Just get him over. Can we ever just get a guy over in this spot? I want to know. Pitch. That is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 from Barnes is a check swing, and he went around. O'Hearn going down the line with Kirk following him. But he is out. And once again, another spot. Runner at second, nobody out. Can't move him up with that next batter. We're just not built for small ball, folks, I guess. Jordan Westberg's up.
West is that way.
Ain't nothing small about the balls he's been hitting lately. And this one is swung on a miss. He did strike out his last time up on a tough pitch, a slider low and in from the now departed Dick Lovelady. Parting is such sweet sorrow. 0-1 from Barnes. And that is swung on and missed. Maybe a foul tip. 0-2. Barnes delivers, and Westberg fouls it back. 94-mile-an-hour fastball. You think Burger King will will bring me on and sponsor the channel? I don't know. Oh boy, my game just paused. Now my game is in limbo. Great. We got an 0-2 count and I'm stuck. Up, we're back. Hopefully it's back to where it needs to be. That pitch is off the plate outside. A slider to Westberg to make it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, I mean, it could be Harry Lovelady. That's not much better. Here's a ground ball up the middle. A tough play by Jimenez, and it's not going to be in time as Westberg hustles down the line for an infield hit. And going to third base is Adley. There's still only 1 out, folks. The line keeps moving. All right. One out. First and third. Said Mullins is up.
Well said, now you know what to do.
You smell that too? That pitch is up and away. 1-0 on Mullins. 0 for 1 and hit by a pitch. Scored a run on that hit by pitch. I mean, this has a big effect not only for today's game, Scherzer being removed so early, and 6 innings now of relief needed by the bullpen. That's going to certainly handicap the Blue Jays tomorrow, because they won't be have a full stable of fresh arms to choose from, I would think. 1-1 pitch to Mullins is low. 2 balls and a strike. So, yeah. Not only did we get Scherzer out of the game and immediately take advantage by scoring 4 runs off of Lovelady, if we can win today, that Scherzer removal could be the reason. Mullins with a line drive, base hit into right center field. Rutschman comes in to score. And who's on? Who's the lead runner? Westberg is over at third base. First and third, the Orioles have made it 7-4.
It's magic, you know.
Mullins rips one to right. First and third still. A run in. And Kjerstad up at the plate now. Hey, this crown's been doing the business. Folks, don't anyone ever tell you, that I'm a man that, I don't wear many hats. I'm a man of many hats, okay? I'm a man of many hats. Kjerstad takes ball 1. All right, I'm a man of 2 hats. The 1-0 to Kjerstad. And there goes the runner. And the throw down is not in time. That is a stolen base for Mullins. Folks, we've got the run game working. And what that does is get that conventional double play out of the way. Second and third now. And a base hit could score 2. Mullins giving us that speed. His first swipe of the season. That's a called strike to Kjerstad, and the count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Heston with a big RBI chance here. 1 out and runners at second and third. Pitch. That one's hit in the air. Center field should be deep enough to score the run. Left center field now. And in comes Westberg. He will score. The throw comes in towards third base. It'll be a sac fly RBI, and the Orioles have now made it 8-4. I think that's 8. It's 8-4 Baltimore, folks. Kjerstad gets an RBI. Westberg scores the run. Still got another runner in scoring position with 2 down for Gary Sanchez.
Release the Kraken.
And he fouls the first pitch off to the left. Sanchez has a sac fly himself. His last time up. 0 for 1 otherwise. Pitch. Hit on the ground. Shortstop on a couple of bounces. Throw by Bichette is thrown hard and straight to first base to get the final out. But the Orioles tack on a couple of more and have now doubled up the Blue Jays. It is 8-4 Baltimore halfway through the ball game, going into the bottom of the 5th. 8 runs on 8 hits. Toronto 4 runs on 4. How you doing? Let's go. Hey, I need a snack. There you go. Crackers. There's just 2 crackers in here. 2 very good crackers, but they're crackers, so I got to be off mic, okay? Thanks for understanding. Ah, the perfect snack. I'm just looking oily and greasy tonight. I'm telling you, I gotta figure this out. Do I need like a makeup chair? Do I need to like get made up for this? This is why people on TV like wear makeup, right? Nobody looks good, all natural. Bottom of the fifth. All right. Now, Dean, here's the deal. We've now given you a 4-run lead. We gave you a 2-run lead. That wasn't good. Now you got a 4-run lead. You give us one more inning, qualify for the win, and we'll figure it out from there, all right? Does that sound like a deal? It's going to be the 9-1 and 2 hitters coming up, so you want to get this first out, Nathan Lukes, before the likes of Bichette, Guerrero, and Santander come up. First pitch to Lukes is a curveball low and in for ball 1. Afternoon, Dan. The 1-0 swung on a miss. Another curveball. Lukes chased it. Thankfully, 1 ball, 1 strike. This one's low, 2-1. A splitter from Kramer. Two-one pitch. Ooh, thought he had the outside edge. Umpire says no, and now he's behind 3-1 on Nathan Lukes. Again, you don't want to put this guy on base. You got a 4-run lead, and you got tough hitters coming up. You got to get this guy out. Pitch inside, ball 4. Damn it, man. Damn it. Throw strikes to this guy, Dino. Come on, you know the guy's coming up after him. Oh, boy. Kramer's on 59 pitches. Only in the first inning did he have to throw more than 15 pitches in an inning. So the count is actually fine, considering the score. Pitch number 60 on the day is ball 1 to Bo Bichette, who's been on base with a single and a walk and scored twice. 1-0 is outside, and now he's fallen behind again. This time to Bichette. We need to get somebody up. I'm not allowing this lead to go. Albert already pitched yesterday. Who the hell would we go to? Aiken, maybe? I don't know. Aiken can pitch 2 innings. There's a called strike. 2-1. Come on, Dino. Don't let this slip out of your hands. Don't let this get out of control, man. 2-1 on Bichette. Outside, ball 3. Not saying you yank him right now. I'm saying you just get a guy loose, because it might be 2 batters from now that you do want to yank him, and we need to be prepared for that. Three-one pitch. In there for a called strike. Bichette reacted as if he wanted to get a ball 4 there, but that was always a strike. Got Guerrero looming on deck. Payoff pitch coming. Runner at first, nobody out. And Kramer's delivery. Swung on, hit on the ground, and through the hole at short for a base hit. Get somebody up. Why do I have to manage this team? Why do I have to be the person to be the first one to know when it's time to do something? Brandon. Drew French is walking out to the mound. I think. It's a long shot from like the top of the stadium. Yeah, but it's Drew. So I'm going to have a feeling that if we didn't get somebody up, this mound meeting is to help whoever is getting up now start to get loose. again, we can't let this lead slip away. Keegan Aiken is up. Who called it? Who called Keegan Aiken? Hot damn, do I know my team. All I'm saying is exactly what's happening now should have started one batter earlier. Your boy's just one step ahead of his own team. I don't know what to tell you. Oh boy. Guerrero against Kramer lifetime, 367 average, 11 for 30, and 5 of the 11 hits. You don't want to know. Got 2 men on base and nobody out. First pitch on the outside edge for a strike. Very important pitch to get ahead of Guerrero. But again, getting ahead isn't enough with this guy. A good start, but you gotta finish. The 0-1 in the dirt and gets away from Sanchez. Both runners are gonna move up. Oh, a costly wild pitch here. That takes the double play out of order. The conventional double play, I always have to say now after somebody had to point something out to me once. But yeah, that was a bad time for a wild pitch. One and one the count. Pitch. Hit on the ground. And that would have been a double play ball. Holiday goes to first to get the out. A run comes in for the Blue Jays. It's an RBI ground out for Guerrero. It is now 8-5. That was our double play ball. Man, oh, Shevitz. 1 out and a runner at second base. Anthony Santander is up. 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Curveball tapped foul behind the plate. Next pitch from Kramer on the day will be number 70. Just get through this inning, dude. Come on, man. Jimenez, the left-hander, is on deck, and with the lefty Aiken getting loose, this could be Kramer's last batter. Regardless, there's only 1 out in the inning. Unless there's a weird double play, Kramer might be stuck 1 out short of qualifying for a win. I feel like I know Brandon Hyde well enough that he's going to make that move. Here's a swing and a miss by Santander, and he strikes out. Big strikeout for the second out of the inning.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I mean, there is an option here. You could pitch around Jimenez, which seems weird to say, but you got a base open. And he's already clobbered a couple of home runs in this series. Kramer's still out there, and he throws a first pitch strike to Jimenez. Oh, and 1 the count. 2 down, runner at second. Pitch. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cut fastball at 89 miles an hour. Bichette at second base. This pitch is spiked in the dirt, a splitter. And the count now 2-1 on Andres Jimenez. I tell you what, if Jimenez, you know what, I don't even want to say. I just hope Brandon Hyde's making the right decisions right now. 2-1 the count. Pitch. That one's lined. Oh, it's actually hit on a bounce to first base. And Brian O'Hearn will make the play, touch the base, and get out of the inning. So Kramer gives up a run. It could have been worse the way things were looking. We still have a 3-run lead. He's through 5 innings. His day may be over. He will qualify for the win if we can hold on to this lead. We're going now to the 6th inning. The Orioles lead at 8-5. All right? Folks, emotions. Baseball is a hell of a game. What's going on down at the nightclub tonight?
Where's your from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
This is great iced tea.
You don't say.
This is Jack Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening out there.
I'm talking to whoever's listening out there, too. You see this number over here? Can we make this number move, please? I'm going to look into my actual YouTube account and see if that number is not accurate or what. But holy Toledo, folks. Come on now. It's actually a lower number than that. According to my channel page, it's $23.95. Who knows? My goodness. What can we do, Charm City Chat? What can we do to convince the people watching right now that simply by subscribing to the channel, there's no commitment, there's no obligation, no salesman will visit your home. You're not going to get a weird email about a prince somewhere in Nigeria that needs you to help him pay off a loan or something. You know, there's no catch. You just help the channel grow, and you make it easier to find the channel not only for you but for others. That's what it's all about, folks. And looks like we did get another one in there. Maybe I did a good sales pitch that time. Jackson Holliday is on to begin the top of the 6th, and he takes a fastball low from Barnes, who's still out there on the mound for the Blue Jays. It's 1-0 to Holliday. Where are you at, buddy? 1-0. Hit on the ground, foul. First base side. Let's come on, 23.98. 2 more subs. Even if this isn't accurate, we'll just say it is. Holiday with a 1-1 count. I tell you what, I will mail this crown to whoever subscriber number 2400 is. You'll get it in the mail. Swing and a miss. Holiday makes it 1-2. I mean, folks, this is like something from the baseball. This is a relic. This is worth something. Gunner's going to be back in less than that. More about 4 days. Looks like about Wednesday, Game 2 against Boston. Next pitch to Holiday is ball 2. 2-2 the count. Holiday leading it off here in the top of the 6th. 0 for 1 so far today. And that pitch is on the outside corner at the knees, and that pitch looked like a ball. A tough called strike 3 on Jackson Holiday there. Can't really fault him. I mean, you want to kind of try to protect the plate when it's close, but at the same time, if you've got a really good eye and you know it's not a strike, it's hard to do anything but take a pitch. That umpire blew that call.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
Ramon Arias jumps on a pitch and lines it into left field for a base hit. Arias, last time up, split the gap with a 3-run double. And man, he jumped on this one. Another hard hit ball by Ramon today. 1-out single. Let's go. Colton Cowser, we're back to the top of the order.
I have a brother.
And looks like we're going to get a pitching change. Now that the lineup is flipped over and Barnes is 29 pitches in, his day is over. He'll get a shower. Pitching change here in Toronto. Call to the bullpen. It is 8-5 Orioles. We are in the top of the 6th inning. Colton Cowser due up. How you doing, folks? I want to be sedated. We got Cody Poteet. Where was he at? He was part of a trade that went absolutely terrible. Poteet, the Cubs, right? That was part of the trade that sent. God, somebody remind me how Poteet got to Chicago. Was that the part of the Tucker trade? Was that part of the? He only got to the Cubs, right? I got to look into this. So we've got another arm to add to our depth and at least give us some options. I have to think that move was made based on Charlie Morton's performance yesterday. That sounds like I was talking about how as a GM you can't knee-jerk, but damn, maybe Mike Elias knee-jerked. Found a way to get an arm in a trade. Who did we give up? I need to find this info. I'm going on to Rock Kabatko's Twitter right now. The Orioles have acquired Cody Poteet from the Cubs in exchange for cash considerations and optioned him to AAA. The Orioles' 40-man roster currently has 39 players. So just cash. You can have that. But I need to go back and see, how did Poteet get to the Cubs? Because that was part of another trade that the Cubs will say was not a good one. He was with the Yankees. Yeah, it was a. How did he wind up from the Yankees onto the Cubs? What was that deal? Colton Cowser, strike one, as Chad Green is on in relief, right-hander for the Blue Jays. Runner at first, one out. We're in the top of the 6th, 8-5 Orioles. Next pitch is high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Okay, here we go. Oh, the Cody Bellinger, right. Okay, so Cody Bellinger. The Cubs gave the Yankees Cody Bellinger. You know, he's won an MVP. He's been an all-star several times over. He's basically the guy protecting Aaron Judge in the lineup, kind of a big deal. And, yeah. The Cubs got back Poteet. That was in December. And now, Caleb, what am I saying? Why are you just repeating what I just explained? Cowser's 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He goes down, 2 down in the inning. Oh, you're a lagging. Okay. Yeah, so Cody Poteet, obviously, you trade Bellinger away, you get this arm, and within 2 days of the season, you give him up for some cash. I mean, to me, that spells major bad trade for the Cubs. I mean, you would expect at least one good prospect out of that. I mean, it had to be part of a package. It couldn't be just a straight up, here's a ground ball to first. Guerrero touches the bag to end the inning. All right, we're moving on to the bottom of the 6th. It's 8-5 Orioles, excuse me. Yeah, there had to have been another name or two in that trade. Let me see if I can look that up. Bellinger trade to Yankees. Nope, that was it. That really was it. The Yankees got Cody Bellinger and $5 million from the Cubs to help pay for part of his contract, I guess. And the Yankees only gave back Cody Poteet, who the Cubs have basically said, you're worthless. We'll take a bag of balls for this guy. Wow. All right, well, I don't know. Oh, I forgot my crown. I better get this thing back on. Shoot. It's been helping us out today. Can't believe nobody yelled at me for that. I love you all, BirdWatcher. I watched you yesterday and we got beat down. Yes, we did. Let's go hit that ball. Let's hit it hard. Offense looks back to being pretty lethal. Kramer struggled. I got a feeling we're going to see starts like that from him. Maybe not regularly, but I don't know. It's Dean Kramer, folks. What are you going to do? Yeah, so wow. Poteet with the Orioles now. Okay, so yeah, we got a little bit more depth. I mean, Poteet obviously not exactly established, but I would immediately put him in the arm depth chart above Trevor Rogers, even if Rogers was healthy. If that gives you any idea of what I think of Poteet. Alejandro Kirk at the plate, and the count is 1-1. Sorry for missing the pitch. This one is on the outside edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dean Kramer is out here in the 6th inning, by the way. That is a bit of a note. It's sort of up for grabs, Michael. I mean, he was drafted to be a starter, but he's kind of in that middle area. He can be stretched out to start, or he can be a bullpen arm, like a guy that can give you a couple of innings at a clip. 2-2 the count on Kirk. Kramer now up to 80 pitches. That is very good, George. 2160. 21 is a very lucky number, and 60. Here's a ground ball to second. Scooped up by Westberg over to first, and time for out number 1. Kirk grounds out 4-3. Look at Dino. I didn't think he'd come back out. I was ready to see him get lifted with 1 out to go in the 5th. Cheston subbed. Folks, 2,400. It's not working. Oh, maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's why my subs aren't. Oh, Kramer is being lifted here with 1 out. So they bring him out to face 1 batter. He gets him out, and now we're going to the bullpen. Lefty Will Wagner's due up. I'm going to assume Keegan Aiken will be the man to come out of the bullpen. All right. Go over here for a minute. What do we got going on in these scores? 5-1 Cardinals on top of the Twins. Guardians up 1-0 on the Royals in the top of the 3rd, and they've got 2nd and 3rd. Mets and Astros play later. Red Sox and Rangers tonight. Cubs and D-backs. Tigers and Dodgers. Angels defeated the White Sox already today, 1-0. Nationals up 2-0 on the Phillies. That's going into the bottom of the 3rd. I might send you over to the JJ broadcast for that. In fact, let me go ahead and set that up. Rays and Rockies are scoreless, top of the 3rd. The Yankees beat the Brewers today. Giants over the Packers, 20-9. Pirates up 1-0 on the Marlins. Giants over the Reds by the same score. Everything else is later, it looks like. All right. What was I about to do? Oh, set up the redirect for my buddy play-by-play with JJ, who's covering a Phillies game that should still be on when this game ends. Wait, where do I go to do that? Oh. In here. Where is it? Oh, here we go. All right, which one is the vertical stream and which one's the regular? That's the thing. You gotta... Okay, that's this one. All right, that's saved in there. All right, we're ready to go. Keegan Aiken is indeed on the mound in relief. Last season, 66 appearances, 3.32 ERA, a whip under 1, and opponents hit under 200 against him. The most underrated arm in our pen, let's just be honest. I was saying it all last year, and I still say the same. Keegan Aiken doesn't get enough credit. He has fallen behind 2-0 on Wagner here, and that ball's crushed. Right field, into the corner, it's off the wall. Wagner will hit second base with a lead-off double. So I sing the praises of Aiken, and he immediately gives up an extra base hit on a hard-hit ball down in the right field corner. A lefty batter as well. Wagner actually yesterday was lifted for a pinch hitter when a lefty came out, and they leave him in here now, and he does that. So Will Wagner is letting his manager know that he wants to hit against lefties here. First pitch strike to Davis Schneider on the outside edge. We're in the bottom of the 6th, and looks, yeah, let me get back over here. We got spoilers already. We got spoilers. Pitch. Low and away, 1-1. I like the spoiler that I saw momentarily. I like the look of it. $2,400. Hey, folks, fouled away. It's 1-2. Folks.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Nice.
You never heard of Baltimore style?
Oh, I've heard of Baltimore style.
Life! Life, do you hear me? Give my creation life!
That sound drop doesn't get too much play. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike 3 on Clement. Sit down, buddy. Oh, wait, no. It was Schneider. Clement is up now. Schneider struck out, and Clement takes strike 1.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Previously on 2400. Here's a foul straight back by Clement. 0-2 the count. Keegan Aiken with 2 down, runner at second base. Oh, Cheston subscribed twice. Well, Cheston, I did say what I said. I mean, now it's up to you. Do you want the crown? I'm hoping by shipping it overseas from the other side of the planet, since it weighs like, 1/10 of an ounce, that it's not going to cost me much. But I did say it. But you could be like, no, BW, you know what? I want you to keep the crown because it's right where it needs to be. It's helping us win today. So I appreciate it. I just want to be your newest subscriber. That's all. What do you think, Cheston? It's your call, buddy. We got a 1-2 count on Clement. Hit on the ground. And the third baseman, Arias, with a nice stab out of the air, like on a bounce. I did a terrible call of it. Arias made a nice play to get the final out of the inning. Okay, Keegan Aiken does his job. He did give up a double. Otherwise, he did his job, folks. We're going now to the late innings. 7th inning coming up. The Orioles ahead 8-5. You're absolutely welcome. I love you, Birdwatcher. I'll watch you every day now. Wow. I'm feeling some love. That deserves a big old hearty thank you from my buddy Sly.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
I really do. Justin, I want to thank you very much. I really do. All right. So now it's the race to 2,500. I'm gonna just be happy with the 24 I'm staring at. But what are we looking at? It's still March. I want to get to 5K by the end of the season. So we need to average, I think, about I don't know, about a 10 to 12 subs a game, something like that. Which isn't asking too much. It just has to be consistent. That's the thing. I get a day where I only get like a couple, 3 subs, then that means I got another game where I need to get like 20. It's being a YouTuber, folks. I'm officially a YouTuber. It's weird. I really never thought I'd be doing this, but I'm happy that a friend of mine convinced me to give it a shot. I just didn't think I was the type of person to put themselves out there like that. I'm a writer. That's what I'm used to. Or I'm into production behind the camera. I create without being seen. But that's no longer the case. Now I've got a frickin' plastic crown on my head calling a baseball game at 4 o'clock in the morning in Thailand. Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. First pitch is a ball, and the next one is at the bottom of the zone for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Ryan O'Hearn. 2 for 3 so far today.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
That hits the bottom of the zone, strike 2. 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Chad Green. No lead feels safe on this one, so I'm ready to get some more runs. That's a foul ball, still a ball and 2 strikes. Nate? Yeah, I mean, occasionally swear words do slip out, but by and large, it is a swear-free space. But do keep in mind that we have a special time during games where things aren't going well called the earmuff 8th inning, which means if you got a child, you don't want your daughter to hear bad words, put the earmuffs on. Maybe take them to the kitchen for some ice cream in that 8th inning and bring them on back for the 9th, all right? But today, so far, no need for that inning. And once again, it's almost like a streak. The at least once per ball game, why did I move to Thailand question. I answered it several times last year. This pitch is popped up by O'Hearn to right field. Actually, shallow second baseman was camping under it until Santander, the right fielder, coming up from behind him, calls him off to make the catch. 1 out on a pop-up to shallow right field. About 9 subs a day, but that's per day, George. That's counting off days. So you'd probably have to add another 1 or 2 subs, right, to account for that, because I'm not going to get any subs on off days. Popped up by Westberg and pretty deep to center. Pretty deep. Leaping up, and that ball is gone! Bye, birdie! Jordan Westberg, the first Oriole to 3 home runs. I told you this was my boy last year. Everybody's like, hey, this is my boy, Jordan Westberg. What are you doing? Holy cow.
It's magic, you know. It's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
Hot damn, Westberg is a damn good hitter. I'm so happy that starting this season, I mean, he's been hitting 3rd or 4th in the order, so Brandon Hyde has recognized that This is one of our best bats. And he really is. And I recognized that last year. Mullins lifts one to right. And it's going to be in front of the track for out number 2. My goodness. Another home. So that's the 10th home run of the season now for the Orioles. Oh, Westberg now has 3. The first on the team to 3. Heston Kjerstad, ball 1. Next pitch. Hit in the air and foul out of play. Kjerstad 0 for 1, but he's also been hit by a pitch and had a sacrifice fly, has scored a run. Let's get him his first hit. That ball's tapped foul and actually bounces back toward the pitcher. Yeah, Justin, I do appreciate the sentiment, but I hear you, buddy. I got you. All good. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kjerstad. And the pitch. In the dirt. Even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Have I left my door open this whole time? I have. Well, I better have another lucky then, because... geez, I waited too long to... Here's a foul ball. Still 2-2 on Kjerstad. 9-5. Folks, it's Dolly Parton time. 9-5. We're in the top of the 7th. 2 down, bases empty. 2-2 the count on Kjerstad. Jordan Westberg, man. Hot damn. I told you this guy was something special. Called strike 3. Tough pitch on the inside edge. Kjerstad down looking. And the inning is over. But Jordan Westberg, 3rd bomb of the season in the 3rd game of the season. I mean, 40 home runs? Shoot. He's on pace for 162. All he's got to do is hit 25% of his current projection, and he'll get to 40. How's that sound? All right. Edward, no, we've got the mountain back. A gentleman by the name of Felix Bautista, who, by the way, folks, even if it is a 4-run lead, I would expect to see Bautista make his 2025 debut in the 9th inning of this one. It would be nice for it to be a save situation for him, but for us, we want that extra run, I think. Oh, is it 7th inning stretch time? Thank you so much, Froggy. Folks, I forgot. 7th inning stretch. And you know what that means. Get your emojis ready. It's time to throw some cakes on the griddle. Get them cakes up in the chat, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Now, for those of you who tell me I shouldn't be smoking, if my lungs were doing bad, do you think I can pull off a cakes on the griddle like that? I'm okay. Don't worry about it. Cakes on the griddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Yenier Cano is going to come out here to pitch the bottom of the 7th. It's Cano, don't you know? He throws his final warm-up pitch, and the ball gets tossed around the infield. We're ready to start. God, I've got a couple of sounds that I can't make without you hearing something that's like a stutter or slur. I'm biting into my tongue is basically what I'm telling you. I chipped a tooth. It is now an edged weapon. And certain sounds I make when speaking results in stabbing my tongue with this tooth shard. And, yeah, I'm not happy about it, okay? Nathan Lukes is at the plate. 0-1 the count. Next pitch foul back, it's 0-2. Cano is not coming on. Cano is in. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm ready for a contract extension, folks. I was watching some of the highlights from yesterday's games on the MLB.com, kind of like a daily highlight package, best moments of the day around the league. 1-2 pitch to Lukes is a called strike 3, and Cano in the classic pose stares Lukes down on a tough pitch up and in. First strikeout for Cano. That ball tailed back in over the inside edge. That was a really pretty pitch.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Yeah, so yesterday I'm watching this highlight package. Bo Bichette takes outside for ball 1. And two of the things was Brandon Pfaadt, Diamondbacks pitcher, 5-year contract extension. And then Cal Raleigh, catcher for the Mariners. He got a big extension. Two players getting extensions just a day or two into the season, and I'm thinking, if that's kind of a thing that you do, how about we do that? How about we get somebody locked up? I want Westberg locked up. I've been saying it forever. I've been saying this because Gunnar Henderson and Adley Rutschman, the two guys conventional wisdom would tell you, let's lock those guys up first. They're their two best guys on our team. Well, guess what? Westberg is quickly making it a 3-horse race. And guess who's not a Scott Boras client? It's Jordan Westberg. You can actually extend him. We should do it quickly. 2-2 the count on Bo Bichette, And there's a line drive scorched into the left field corner for a 1-out double. Bichette doubles off of Cano with 1 down in the inning. And some big bats coming up now. Vlad Guerrero Jr. coming up. We've got this 4-run lead. We've got some wiggle room here. But once again, we're back into nervous mode. Let's get this job done here. First pitch to Guerrero is a check swing and not even an appeal. 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, you're going to miss the Sagano start. That's too bad. Yeah, folks. Debut for Sagano tomorrow. Don't miss it. Swing and a miss. A slider, and Guerrero just waved at it feebly. Cano looks pretty good in terms of the movement on his pitches. 1-1. Again, a lot of movement. That pitch laid off and low for ball 2. The 2-1. And that is swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A change up there from Cano had Guerrero out in front. You got a put away pitch in the air? Let's see it. Oh, that looked good. A slider, and it had Guerrero reaching for it, but again, he's so good at covering the plate. Was able to foul that one off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Low, full count. All right. Got a payoff pitch coming to Guerrero. We got Anthony Santander waiting on deck. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground. Second base, Westberg. Over to first. Second out of the inning. Runner at second, Bichette now takes third. But there's 2 down. Still a 4-run lead. And the worst thing Tony can do is make a 4-run lead a 2-run lead. And then we can get out of this dangerous part of the lineup. That's just worst case scenario. I want better. I want to get an out. Pitch to Tony is high for ball 1. One-oh. Swung on and hit off to the right side and foul. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Low. A changeup. Wait a minute. It said changeup and it said 94 miles an hour. So what's his fastball? 112? Something's not right there. 2-1 pitch. That one's crushed foul. Tony out in front of a cutter. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out in the bottom of the 7th. Runner at third base for the Blue Jays, and the Orioles ahead 9-5. There's a shot of Felix Bautista still in his hooded sweatshirt out there. Not yet even getting a little bit loose. Probably will see him do that in the next inning. 2-2 pitch. Fouled back. We'll do it again. You smell what BW's cooking? Two and two on Tony. Cano from the belt. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And this inning is over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Yenier Cano, his stuff looked really good in this inning right here. I know he gave up that double, but otherwise, the stuff from Cano looked like 2023 Cano to me. That looked like 2023 Cano. That was very, very encouraging to see that just now. That looked good. That looked good. Happy with that. I wonder who they'll bring out for the 8th inning. Who's going to be the bridge between Cano and the mountain? Let's ask the chat. Who do you want? I mean, we already know who's not available. Aiken's out of the game. Cano's out of the game. Got a couple of Sotos in. Soto is warming? Okay, well, there you go. If Soto's warming, then we know already. Thanks for that info. I mean, he will be facing the bottom part of the order, and I guess there's more lefty bats in that part. I think, actually, Jimenez will be due up next, and he's a lefty bat, so that makes sense. We need a lefty. It's either Perez or Soto, and I think Brandon Hyde views Soto as a guy that's more of a later inning, higher leverage guy than Perez. So that all adds up. Yeah, there is a chance of rant in the forecast, but I'm feeling optimistic. I mean, sometimes it's infectious, you know? The bullpen has come out after Dean Kramer's rocky performance and settled things down pretty nicely. Aiken and now Cano. So I hope Soto says, you know what? I don't want to be the guy to screw this up. I got to go out there and execute. Oh, they did add. I said that the splash zone left field area needed a little more sprucing up with a little more color, a little more something, and they have. They just showed an image of the new left field wall area, and it's a little more decorative now. That's better. I only saw it a glimpse, but it's an improvement. Here's Gary Sanchez, and he hits a foul ball left side for strike one. Sanchez 0 for 2 with a sac fly.
Release the Kraken.
And on for the second straight game is Yimi Garcia, right-hander for Toronto. He came over from the Mariners in a trade mid-season last year. Pretty solid reliever that's usually in the game when the Blue Jays are ahead and they're wanting to protect the lead. But a lot of arms have had to be used today for Toronto because of the early exit for Max Scherzer, which, by the way, I haven't seen any report about what the case may be for Max on this broadcast, but I'm assuming there might be an update out there somewhere. If anybody knows, feel free to share. There's a swing and a miss, and Sanchez strikes out. First out here in the top of the eighth. Once again, folks, tomorrow, the final game of this series, Tomoyuki Sagano making his major league debut and debut for us, taking on Chris Bassett in the final game of this. Hopefully, we'll be going for a series win after holding on today and take 3 out of 4 against a division opponent on the road to start the season. And, folks, if we wind up doing that, then I don't want to hear any more nonsense about how bad things are going. Jackson Holliday takes a pitch high for ball 2. It was already 1-0. Pitch. Check swing. It's called a strike. Prediction for Sagano. I would hate to make it'd be such a guess. I mean, it really is a who knows. I want to be optimistic. This pitch fouled away 2-2 on Holiday. I don't think he's going to give us 6 innings. I'll say that. Even if he's doing good, I don't think he's going to give us 6 innings. I think probably around the 80 to 85 pitch mark is as far as he can go, even if he's going well. 2-2 the count. Pitch. Fouled back. We'll do it again. But I think he's going to go out there. He's going to spot his pitches. He's going to try to induce weak contact. But if he misses his spots, it could get ugly. That's what it's going to come down to, I think. He's got to have that command working. Here's a ground ball to third. And Holiday, man, he gets down the line quick. That was just a routine grounder without any hesitation. And still Holiday thrown out by only half a stride. There's Gregory Soto. He will be ready to come on in the next half inning. Ramon.
I have a brother.
What a day for Ramon. A 3-run double. As well as, what was the other hit? What was that other thing you did, buddy? Hey, where's my info? What happened to my scoreboard? Here's a Baltimore chop. Well, not really, but hit back up the middle, and this ball is thrown away. Arias is going to reach. It was Andres Jimenez, who's a Gold Glove second baseman, with the errant throw. I'm trying to determine, though, Jimenez actually cut off the shortstop to make that. You know what? You got to give him an error on that. He cut off Bichette and threw across his body. I would give an error on that. Colton Cowser, folks. Runner at first, 2 down. And the first pitch is a strike. They gave Arias a single. They gave him a single. Okay. Hey, it just makes his day better. The 0-1 to Cowser's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. I got to close this door. I'll be right back. Two and one now on Cowser. Whew. Yeah, it's getting really hot in here. I forgot the door was left open. It's a muggy night out here tonight. And it's not helping things. It's been a sweaty night for me in here. By the way, Thailand, April is the hottest month of the year. So we're getting into the hot season. Been very fortunate around here in the spring months. February, March. It's been beautiful weather out here, but it's about to get pretty damn hot, and I think it's starting right about now. Cowser, line drive, caught at second base. Jimenez reacts quickly to a hard-hit ball by Cowser to end the inning. Lining out. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Orioles lead this one 9-5. 2 runs in the first, 4 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and 1 in the 7th. 9 runs on 11 hits, and the Orioles have not made an error yet today. 81 degrees in Harrisburg today. Gregory Soto should be coming out to pitch the next inning there, Michael. And he will have 2 of the 3 batters due up, hitting from the left side. Hence the move. Jimenez, Kirk, and Wagner due up. By the way, we're just a couple of days away from being able to give out some of these Magic memberships for free. 10 of them. Got to wait for that calendar to flip to April before I can get my hands on them. The mountain will be warming probably in the next 10 minutes or so. It'll be the same routine that Soto had. Getting them up a half inning before they come out. So, yeah, somewhere in the middle of this next inning, Bautista will be getting loose. I would assume. Westberg's first home run went 450 feet according to the Yahoo Sports tracker. Didn't we get a distance on that? It wasn't at 434, didn't they say? Either way, his home run in the 7th inning is listed here on the Yahoo page as 426. So he's absolutely gone crazy with the home run ball today. All right, Gregory Soto is on the mound. It is the bottom of the 8th, folks. We need 6 more outs. First pitch to Jimenez is upstairs. Jimenez homered in this one. A 2-run shot back in the 3rd. Next pitch is also high. And what you don't want to see is Soto falling behind the first batter. But that is exactly what has happened here. It's 2-0. Pitch. 3-0. Pitch. Jesus Christ! 4-pitch walk to the leadoff man. 4th pitch wasn't even close. What the hell are you doing? Alejandro Kirk at the plate. Pitch. Gets the strike at the very top of the zone. Good Lord. Brandon Hyde picks up the bullpen phone. The Mountain will not pitch more than 1 inning. So if you want him to get an extra out in the 8th, it ain't happening. There's a called strike. And it's 0-2 on Kirk. Let's get this guy. Come on. Sir Anthony Dominguez. Oh, God. Why did you leave these 2 guys as your 8th inning weapons? Come on, man. You're killing me, Smalls. 0-2 the count on Kirk, who is 0 for 2 today. Yeah, we need a ground ball because Kirk can't run worth a damn. Pitch. Swing and a miss. And there's a strikeout. We'll take it.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
All right. Hang in there, folks. I got the first out of the 8th. 5 more outs to get in this ball game with a 4-run lead. We got to do it. Will Wagner's up. Oh, is he a switch hitter then? Why did they pinch hit for him yesterday if he switch hits? Oh, it's Springer on for Wagner. Okay. They put Wagner's name up, and now, okay. George Springer's on the pinch hit for Will Wagner, which makes sense. He's got an 0-1 count, and that one's outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, that might have been another rant. I said I'd only do 30 rants about the bullpen this season, and I've already used up 2, so I got to start preserving some of these remaining chances to rant. Cody Poteet. Maybe he can give us a little inside scoop on some Yankee knowledge. I mean, he was a Yankee just a few months ago. Was barely with the Cubs. George Springer against Gregory Soto lifetime is just 1 for 6 with a couple of strikeouts. 1-1 pitch is inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Football God 74 subscribe. Thank you very much, Football God. Welcome aboard.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
And that pitch is inside to Springer. It's now a 3-ball, 1 strike count. Again, Sir Anthony Dominguez is getting loose specifically for this inning in case Soto needs help getting out of it. It's definitely going to be the Mountain for the 9th. This pitch is up and away, and that is ball 4. Oh, he swung and missed? Or did he just... Where did the batter go? That was ball 4. Here comes Hyde. He's at the top step of the dugout, and now he's starting to walk his way out. We're going to see Sir Anthony Dominguez. Soto and Dominguez in the same inning. Trying to get it to the Mountain. Oh, my God. Somebody send me some heart pills, please. We've got a call to the bullpen. Hold on to your hats. Dominguez is coming on for the Orioles. Baltimore had 9-5. And the Blue Jays have 2 men on base. I must have hit something to turn the bloop noise off of my Discord because I've been getting Discord stuff activity during the game, but look at this. Rob, what is this baseball card? What is this photoshopped in 2.5 seconds baseball card I'm looking at? That's who we gave up? Oh, he's cash. Oh, that's cash considerations. Ah, What a great name. We'll miss you, Cash. Oh, man. All right. Folks, it's Sir Anthony, reliever of the round table. Four Maryland Terps will be throwing out the first pitch at the home opener on Monday. Derek Queen, Julian Reese, Ali Kubek, and Cheyenne Sellers. Is that a Maryland men's or women's player? Are these like two dudes and two chicks? I got to admit, I wasn't following the Terps. Queen and Reese are superstars. That's why I'm wondering about the other two. Are they from the women's team? Allie and Cheyenne? That sound like lady names. Sir Anthony Dominguez is on. Davis Schneider is at the plate. Left-handed bat. Is he on the pinch hit for somebody? First pitch is a breaking ball inside for ball one. Clement. What am I looking at? Oh, this is Alan Roden pitch hitting for Schneider. Here is a pop-up, a little flare right to third base, caught by Arias for the second out. All right, Sir Anthony. There's one out. You need one more, buddy. That's all we're asking. One more out, dude. And it's the number 8 batter, Clement, which means, yeah, we get out of this inning, and you got 9, 1, and 2 coming up. It means Guerrero is definitely going to get one more at bat. And if anybody gets on, Tony's going to get one more at bat. So even with a 4-run lead, the fact that we want to win this game, we've got our best arm in the bullpen ready to go. He has yet to pitch in this season. It's time for him to make his debut. 1-0 pitch to Clement. Swung on and missed. Two on, two out. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. A sweeper from Dominguez. The location wasn't great, but the speed fooled the batter. Clement way out in front of that pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch. A sweeper trying to get him to chase. Would not do it. Low and away. Count even up at 2-2. Andres Jimenez at second. George Springer, who came on to pinch hit, is at first. The 2-2 outside. The count runs full, and now those runners will take off as soon as Dominguez goes into his delivery. Big pitch coming up. 2 down, payoff. Swing and a miss. It was off the plate, low and away, but he gets the batter to chase. And this inning is over via the strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I mean, you say clean inning. Clean 2 outs. That might be Dominguez's role, a 2-out guy. He's a good 2-out guy. Folks, we're going to the 9th inning, and guess what? We're up by 4. We're gonna take it home. Let's take it home. Speaking of taking it home, oh boy. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I want to see Dominguez actually pitch a full inning, like a full clean inning, because it may only be 1 out, but there's only 3 outs in an inning. We're talking about 1/3 of your job he didn't have to do. I want to see a complete inning from this guy. That's all I'm saying. No. There was something I need to look up. What was I looking for? Oh, by the way, one more time, folks. Again, it's up here in the what do you call it? The pinned comment at the top of the chat. It says, please visit projecthope.org to find out how you can help the relief effort for the folks affected by the massive earthquake in Myanmar, which is the country directly to my west and the surrounding areas. You can go there and make a donation, find out other ways you can help. There's a lot of people that need it out there. Just a devastating natural disaster. One of the largest earthquakes in recorded history in this particular region of Southeast Asia. So it reached Bangkok, folks. A quake that happened 800 miles from Bangkok knocked a 30-story building down. That is how strong that earthquake was. So a lot of people need help. Jeff Hoffman, the Blue Jay closer, is on to pitch the top of the ninth with Adley Rutschman up to lead things off, and he takes up and away for ball one.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Rutschman 1 for 4 with a double. This pitch is high, 2-0. I got a feeling we're going to add on in this inning. Bautista is up. There he is. Even if we do add on, unless it's a ridiculous, long inning where it just doesn't make sense anymore, then we're going to see the mountain. There's a called strike, tough pitch on the outside edge. 2-1 on Rutschman. And the next pitch in there, a splitter on the inside part of the plate. Count even up at 2-2. Folks, after the ball game, we'll do a little bit of a wrap-up, and then I'll send you on over to play-by-play with JJ. Be sure to say hi to him and give him a like. 2-2. That one's hit on the ground, and a smothering stop by the third baseman, who pops up at Guerrero. That ball popped out of his glove, but they're calling Rutschman out anyway? Well, what happened there? How did that ball pop out and it's not a problem? They're not even showing a replay. I guess once it went into the glove, it was out, and I thought you had to hold the ball and not drop it. I don't know. Whatever. Ryan O'Hearn's at the plate.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch. 1 out, nobody on, top of the ninth. So Roden is in left field. Santander, I think, is out of the ball game. I'm sorry. Santander is in right field, so it's Davis Schneider who's out of the ball game. The 1-1 to Ryan O'Hearn is high for ball 2. There's a called strike and a tough call there on the outside by Hoffman on a backdoor slider. And that was outside by about an inch. 2-2 on O'Hearn. Pitch. That's hit on the ground hard but foul, right-hand side. Still 2-2. The Orioles have hit 3 more home runs today. So you're probably saying to yourself, there you go, that home run-dependent offense again. But guess what? Those are all solo shots. We still scored 6 runs in other ways. Can we be both? Can we be a team that leads the league in home runs and scores runs in other ways too? I could go for that. By the way, Westberg's on deck, and with 1 out, nobody on, he will get one more at-bat for sure. He's had a big day so far. Love to see him get one more chance to add on to that. The 2-2. That one's crushed. Right field, but right at the right fielder, Santander. Another hard-hit ball by an Oriole batter. But sometimes you just hit him right at somebody. All right, that's going to bring up our boy Westy.
West is that way. West is that way.
Jordan Westburg has a couple of 420-plus home runs on the day. And he takes a pitch that was in the zone but is called a ball. 1-0. 3 hits in total. He has a single back in the 5th. 417 average in the early going. The 1-0. And that ball was in on his hands. He got jammed. Hits it on the ground to short. But he beats it out anyway. Jordan Westburg. Get some. I'll hit you 430-foot homers, or I'll just haul ass and beat out an infield hit. Whatever the hell I got to do, because I'm Jordan frickin' Westburg over here. I love this dude. The man crush for Westburg grows. Well, Chilo, what matters is what you do going forward, okay? It's not about apologizing for what's been done. It's about doing better going forward, all right? I'm glad that you're back, and I hope that we can recognize that we got a long way to go in the season, and we can't be overreacting like we did like that. That pitch is high to Ced Mullins. Glad you're back, buddy.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Listen to your boy BW. I'm trying to help the mentality of fans out there. I'm doing my best. The 1-0 to Mullins is high, 2-0. This game is not for the faint of heart. I mean, I admitted myself in this game. I'm sitting here, my blood pressure's up. But you got to stay the course. This pitch is low, and Mullins has a 3-0 count. Trevor Hoffman. Trevor Hoffman, excuse me. Did I say Trevor Hoffman the whole time? That's an old school closer. This is Jeff Hoffman, excuse me. I grew up on Trevor Hoffman. Swing and a miss on a 3-0 pitch. Mullins took a cut and missed. Since the Orioles came to Baltimore in 1954, in the first 3 games, they have never hit as many as 10 home runs. The most they'd hit in their first 3 games until now was 7. Swing and a miss. After 3-0, the count has gone full on Mullins. 2 down, runner at first. 1 more bugle. Come on, Charm City chat. We're hungry. Pitch. Swung on and missed, and the inning is over. Folks, it's mountain time.
Mountain, this is what it's all about. Mountain, this is what it's all about.
Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
Come on, folks. Here he comes. Making his way onto the field. The mountain. Let's go. Let's wrap it up. He will face the 9-1-2 hitters. And if anybody gets on base, Anthony Santander will also make an appearance. Folks, I want to say thank you for being out here with me today. Again, the last couple of days out here have been a little bit crazy. I haven't really been doing my typical, monitoring of things going on when I'm not on the air. You know, I do spend a lot of time off air looking at Oriole notes, doing my analysis and all this. But the past couple of days, I've been turning on my stream and with no preparation because it's not a priority right now. There's other things going on over here. There's a lot of people that are, you know, in my community right now that are making a lot of efforts to come together and help out this, especially in Myanmar. Myanmar is just really, it's bad. There's a lot more footage out there now. And, yeah, it's really, really devastating, this earthquake. So I will be for the next few days. I hope you don't mind. Just trying to gently suggest that, you know, there's a way you can help out if you'd like. I recommend projecthope.org. They're a reputable organization. They've been around since the 50s, helping out with humanitarian aid in situations like this for a long time. They're an organization you can trust that if you donate, that it's going to the right place. We're about 10, 11 likes away from 100. Let's try to get that over the hump. We've got 127 people tuned in right now to watch Felix Bautista make his 2025 debut. He has not pitched in a game that has mattered since, July of 2023? Holy cow, there he is. 582 days since his last appearance in a Major League ball game. Nathan Lukes is at the plate. The mountain is ready, and the first pitch is inside for ball one, a 96-mile-an-hour sinker. And we are underway here in the bottom of the ninth. The Orioles up by 4. It's not a safe situation, but we don't care. We just want to see Felix do Felix things. That's a called strike. 97, knee-high inside half of the plate. The 1-1. That one was up and in on the hands. Jammed the batter. He fouls it back. 98 miles an hour. A ball and 2 strikes. Crowd is thinned out here at the Rogers Center. Looking across Bautista toward the third base side of the stands. A lot of empty seats. 1-2 pitch. And that pitch was a splitter that started way too high and stayed high. Count even up at 2-2. Come on, let's just blow him away now. No need to go to a full count. Pitch. Swing and a miss. The splitter. And Lukes comes up with nothing but a cloud of dust. The first strikeout for Felix Bautista 2025, folks. We're back.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
May it be the first of many strikeouts for Bautista here this year and more years to come. Here's Bichette blowing away ball one. Now we got to really see what Bautista is like because we got some real hitters coming up, and Bichette has had a big day so far. 3 hits and a walk. 1-0 pitch is fouled away, 1-1. Erica, welcome back. You got your binoculars there? It's been a while. How have you been? Whoops.
I mean, you know I'm a Lucky Strike man from way back.
That's the wrong button.
Nice binoculars. Nice binoculars.
You see that, Erica? You got those binoculars, and look at the attention it draws. Folks, get yourself some binoculars. Support the channel. 2-1 pitch to Bichette. That one's drilled. Left field, and will bounce off the wall. Hauser will get it back in. And Bichette has had himself a hell of a day. 4 hits and a walk. And I'm telling you right now, folks, We win this game. You got to feel pretty good when guys like Bichette are having a game like this and they lose anyway. Hang in there, Felix. Well, now we've got... This is it. This is what we want to see. The Mountain versus Guerrero. Good Lord. Couple of large men going head-to-head. Pitch. There's a strike on a slider. Outside edge. Guerrero today 1 for 4 with an RBI single back in the first. He's also scored a run. So he has been kept in check since that first at-bat. 0-1 pitch. Up and away. 98 on that sinker. It's basically his fastball. It just happens to sink. The 1-1. Popped up. First base side. Stay in play. It will not. It's over the dugout into the third row of seats. 2 strikes on Guerrero. We are in the 9th inning. The Orioles up by 4. 1 out for the Blue Jays. Dean Kramer is the pitcher of record here after a pretty rocky performance. 1-2 pitch, and Guerrero fouls it away and loses his bat all at once. And a little 9-year-old boy is looking on with wonder. Look at the wonder in that kid's eyes. Folks, I remember the first couple of times, well, the first time I got a chance to sit at Memorial Stadium, right behind home plate, well, right around the batter's box, and to see Major League ball players like in the box. There's a swing and a miss. Guerrero strikes out. There's 2 down in the inning.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Yeah, as a kid, I if anyone had a photograph of me looking at a hitter like Sam Horn and just how large he was, I was just like, 2 down in the 9th, and who better to get the final out from than Anthony Santander? Let's do it. Folks, we've hit 100 likes. Thank you so much. We just got over the line.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
This pitch bounces in the dirt for ball 1. Oh, now my Discord is making noise. Why wasn't it making noise before? Okay, I'll close it. All right. 1-0 on Anthony Santander. Check on the runner, Bichette at second. The pitch upstairs, very, very high, 2-0. That one got away from Felix. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch. Up and in. 3-0. Bautista looks like he's kind of back, but, you know, when he's going good, he doesn't fall behind like this, and usually 4 pitches and he's done with you. That one's high. That's ball 4. He definitely lost that one out of his hand. That was a little concerning for Bautista. He definitely lost command in that at-bat. That puts 2 men on base. The tying run is still out on deck. So Andres Jimenez comes to the plate. The Orioles still up by 4. Jimenez 1 for 3 with a walk, a 2-run homer. First pitch to him is high again, and Bautista, that release point is not working out right now. I would have a chat with this guy. Problem is with closers, you typically don't go to have a chat. the 1-0. That's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. 20 pitches for Bautista here in his first inning of work of the season. And keep in mind, they won't pitch him on back-to-back days. You won't see him tomorrow no matter what happens. There's a swing and a miss. 2 strikes on Jimenez. A split finger. 1 more strike, and we can get the hell out of here. Coming up on 5 a.m. here, local time. Bautista gets the sign. The 1-2 to Jimenez. Here it comes. Swing and a miss! And this ball game is over! The Mountain has returned, and he helps the Orioles, who for a while in this one looked like they might have lost the ship, lost the plot, whatever the hell the expression is. But the bats came back around, the pitching settled down in the bullpen, even with Cano or with Dominguez and Soto looking a little shaky. We got out of some jams. We out-hit them 12-8. We were error-free. Kramer gets his first win. And the Mountain had a little struggle there with Santander. Hey, maybe he was being light on Santander. Maybe he's like, you know what, Tony? I'll just act like I can't get you out. Give you an extra walk for your stats. And then I'm going to blow away the rest of these guys because, you know, we're going to win this. Maybe that was the idea. So that will do it. 5 runners left on base for Baltimore. 8 runners left on base for the Blue Jays. How is Charm City Chat feeling? Are you feeling a little more optimistic after that loss yesterday? I know you're still worried about the pitching, but here's the deal. You can spend the next 6 months every day having an ulcer, thinking about the pitching, or you could just go along for the ride. You know? I'm going to go along for the ride. I need to keep my mental health in a space where I can still do this, you know? So I'm gonna keep it nice and even. So we improved to 2-1. Look at that. We have twice as many wins as losses. We've got a .666 win percentage. What the hell is everybody's problem, right? Let's look at tomorrow's matchup, and then I'll send you on over for the final few innings of the Phillies and Nationals. So there might be a few DC fans or Philly fans. Basically, these are our 2 neighbors to the north and south of Baltimore. So an interesting matchup that you might want to check out. But for tomorrow, for this channel, come on back at 12. Excuse me. What is it? What is it? I'm looking at my own time here. What is your time? I have to double check. I don't want to screw this up. Good grief. 1:30. Okay, so yes, at 1:25 p.m. 1:25 p.m. And it's right there on the screen, and I couldn't even think of it. All right, 1:25 p.m. Come on back. It'll be Tomoyuki Sagano against Chris Bassett as the Orioles will look to take 3 out of 4 on the road in Toronto. And yeah, hell of a lot better than the 88 start, wouldn't you say? Take care of yourself there, Bill. Thanks for being here. Michael, as always. Everybody, I do appreciate the hangout. Thanks for that $1 for a dinger earlier from David in France. I guess he wasn't around for the 2 Westberg bombs. But, yeah, this game's over. There's still 100 of you here. So let me go ahead and hook up my boy JJ because I'd love to see him reciprocate it back. Actually, the view count is under 1,000. We didn't even get 1,000 views today. You know how many views I was averaging come, I don't know, July, August, September last year? 4,000, 4,500, sometimes 5,000 views. We didn't even hit 1,000 a day. Well, you missed a game. You missed the mountain. You missed Westburg going crazy. It's too bad. Spread the word, folks. Let somebody know about the channel. Let's grow this thing. All right. That's it for me. I'm going to go ahead and remove the crown. It did its job today, did it not? I mean, I called an audible, right? Could have gone with the hat. The hat was like, I don't know. I went with the crown. We came back. Orioles magic on display once again. I hope you enjoyed it. That's going to do it for me, folks. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Until then, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Orioles win it 9-5. Take care.